This looks like just a pile of dirt, right? Wrong. This is a doorway to a secret world you've never seen. What if I told you that under this mound of dirt is an entire city more complex than anything humans built thousands of years ago? A secret underground empire, with climate-controlled skyscrapers, insane highways, and millions of residents, all built by architects smaller than a grain of rice. I wish we had X-ray vision, because right under our feet is a hidden world, built with crazy intelligence, that has been shaping our entire planet for millions of years. Ants face insane challenges literally every single day. They have to survive burning deserts and freezing winters. They need to protect their queen, their babies, and all their food from predators and floods. And they have to somehow keep millions of them from getting sick in a super crowded space. Their entire survival comes down to engineering a home that solves all of these problems at once. But here's the crazy part. There is no boss, no architect, nobody is in charge giving orders. So how do millions of these tiny creatures, each with a brain smaller than a pinhead, work together to build these unbelievable structures? How do they know what to dig, where to build, or when to stop? The answer isn't some master plan. It's one of the smartest things in the entire world. The secret is a concept so simple, it's genius, stigmergy. It's basically a way to communicate without ever talking, by leaving clues for others to find. For ants, this is all about chemicals. When an ant digs up a tiny piece of dirt, it adds a drop of a special chemical to it. That chemical tag basically screams, "Build here." Other ants are automatically drawn to that smell, which forces them to drop their own dirt pellets right there. This simple feedback loop gets thousands of ants to build massive pillars and walls, all without a single conversation. It's a chemical blueprint that literally builds itself from the ground up. But it gets even crazier. This chemical is basically a super smart building material. Its smell disappears over time, and how fast it disappears depends on the weather. If it's dry, the smell vanishes fast. This makes the ants build fewer pillars and create huge open rooms where they can all huddle together to stay humid. If it's wet, the smell lasts way longer, so they build more pillars and smaller rooms to control the moisture. The building material itself has the instructions built in, changing the nest for the climate without a single ant having to think about it. It's insane. Once you know their secret method, you realize these ants are engineering geniuses. These aren't just random tunnels. They are specialized structures designed to solve impossible problems. First up, how do they stop everything from collapsing? For an ant, digging a tunnel is like a human trying to dig through a mountain of boulders. The weight should crush them instantly. But we use 3D X-ray imaging to spy on them and found out they're masters of physics. As they dig, their technique creates natural arches in the dirt that distribute all the weight around the tunnel. The dirt literally supports itself, creating super stable tunnels that can last for years. Next, air conditioning. An underground city with millions of breathing residents gets hot and runs out of air, fast. Leafcutter ants solve this in the most incredible way. They build specially shaped towers on their mounds. When wind blows over the top, it moves faster than the air at the bottom. This pressure difference creates a giant, natural vacuum that literally sucks the old, stale air out of the nest. At the same time, fresh, cool air gets pulled in through smaller holes at the bottom. They build a natural ventilation system that works 24/7 for free and has existed for millions of years before our HVAC. And the inside of the nest is even more mind-blowing. It's not a messy maze, it's a planned-out city with special zones. They have dedicated nursery rooms for the babies where the temperature and humidity are perfect. Other rooms are pantries just for storing food. Leafcutter ants even have massive underground farms where they grow a special fungus, which is all they eat. And, to keep the colony from getting sick, they have designated trash dumps like underground landfills. And get this, a brand new 2025 study just revealed something unbelievable. When exposed to a disease, ant colonies will completely remodel their nests. A University of Bristol study showed that colonies under threat build more separated entrances and fewer connections between rooms. They call it architectural immunity. The ants literally change their city's layout to quarantine themselves and stop the disease from spreading. Finally, if all of that wasn't enough, sometimes the ants themselves are the building. When a flood comes, fire ants do something that will blow your mind. They link their legs and bodies together, weaving a living, breathing raft out of themselves. This structure is so buoyant and waterproof it can float for weeks, carrying the queen and all the young to safety. They literally become their own rescue boat. So, Who cares? Why does any of this matter? Because the work of all these ants has a massive impact on the entire world. They aren't just living here, they are engineering the planet. On a global scale, the trillions of ants digging 24/7 create tunnels that pump air and water deep into the soil, which is exactly what plants need to grow. In a lot of ecosystems, ants are one of the main things turning over the earth. They're also the world's best recyclers. Ants drag incredible amounts of dead stuff like insects and plants into their nests. It all decomposes down there, creating hotspots of super nutrients. A 2017 study in the rainforests of Malaysian Borneo found that ants cleaned up more than half of all the dead things on the forest floor, playing a huge role in the ecosystem. When the ants leave, these old nests become islands of fertility, perfect for new plants. And it gets crazier. Many plants have literally evolved to depend on ants to survive. Some plants make seeds that have a delicious fatty snack attached to them. Ants love this snack, so they carry the seeds back home. After they eat the snack, they throw the seed into their trash pile, which happens to be the perfect pre-fertilized spot for that seed to grow. Without even trying, these tiny farmers are planting entire forests. From making soil, to recycling nutrients, to planting forests, the work of these tiny architects adds up. Their small actions, when repeated trillions of times all over the world, help build the planet we live on. They prove that the biggest changes don't come from the biggest animals, but from the insane collective work of the small. So the next time you see an anthill, don't just see a pile of dirt, see it for what it is, the tip of an iceberg, the top floor of an underground skyscraper. It's a monument to millions of years of insane evolutionary engineering. It's a reminder that right under our feet is a hidden world of unbelievable complexity, run by architects who prove that with simple rules and perfect teamwork, you can build an empire, shape a continent, and change the entire world, one grain of sand at a time. If your mind is as blown as mine, smash that subscribe button for more secrets hidden in plain sight. What other tiny engineers should we investigate next? Let me know in the comments below.